You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
And we are live. What's good, people? We are back in full effect on this Who's Man train. We're not doing it on a weekly frequency, but we're trying to get some knocked out and get ourselves back into the mix of things. So this is how we're doing it. So right now, we got double the Reckless. Right now, I'm here with Reckless. You know, I am John D. Contradiction with Reckless. And today we are going to be talking to the one and only Diddy Bop King, the bad seed, man.
Peace,
what's good?
Peace. What's good, man? What's good?
Always a pleasure. You know how it is with us. Like, since we started the page, and I remember back when you even had us come to that listening and all that shit is super dope. We truly appreciate you, but just also as a fan, the music, I'm never gonna think twice about being like, oh, check something out from his. I don't even need to say what project. I'll be like, yo, just listen.
Any of them, really?
yeah, just listen to him. You know what I'm saying? And
I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all, I always, you know, even if it's something that's negative, I don't care. Like, I know y'all gonna keep it 100. I know y'all gonna keep it a stat. And not even with just my shit. Like, I'm a fan of y'all. Like, I sit back and watch how y'all grown and the things that y'all done.
Appreciate that.
And, you know, so salute to y'all. Like, I gotta flip it back and reciprocate. You know?
Nah, man, it's truly appreciated, man. Like, since out the gate, we've always, we had an image. We know exactly what we wanted to do, and you always got it. And I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You've seen us go to war in comments. You've seen the first page get taken down. And hey, I mean, but we got to keep it authentic. And it's the same energy I feel like that you put out there just in the music shit. Like, you got to keep it you. You know what I'm saying? No fake shit, no bullshit, just unapologetically you. And I'm always going to resonate with that.
That's a fact. Yeah, man. Salute.
Yo, for sure. So,
man in the building.
For sure.
That's right.
So I wanted to start it off. So I'm gonna come out the gate. So I got something like that. I just been swishing through my head. I like to put things out there in the universe. And so when I was bumping the project, and for those that don't know, it's Strike the Shepherd, produced by J.R. Swift's. Super dope on all streaming. Check it out. Cop it on Bandcamp if you love it. All that good stuff. This project is super dope, the usual. And one of my favorite things on the project, and probably my favorite track, is Elephant in the Room. And just the whole imagery that set it up, like the whole skit about elephants being dangerous, and then kicking into you saying like you're the elephant in the room. I was like, that's a fucking dope way to flip it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was something to me that I was like, all right, this is dope. And it also fit the concept of people who understand what it means to strike the shepherd. So while I was going through this, I started thinking, I'm like, yo, when I listen to Bad Seed, I get the idea of like, it brings back just when I really started fucking with like just dope rap, when punchlines meant a lot during like I had the Cannabis era or the 50 Cent era. Like, when shit like that started to mesh, I was like, bro, this is dope. And all I could think about was, what if Bad Seed, as far as like the concept of striking the shepherd, I'm like, what if he did something that came at those tiers of rap, those levels, but not even on some like I'm going super serious shit, but on some like when 50 Cent did like his jacking for beats. You know what I'm saying? But also incorporate something that I think is slept on, as far as you're showing love to the producers, you're paying homage to the artists who spit on the producer's track, but you have your own flips to it because you flip concepts and shit. So I was like, one cheesy fucking like clout grab title, like New York artist bodies all other New York artist beats as a fucking headline. And you always got dope visuals. So a simple dope visual, and you flipping a concept like that. I'm like, bro, I can see that blowing the fuck up easily. Yeah, and I know you can do that. You know,
I like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember, like, I love the Jacket for Beats when 50 did it. you know, I was all for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. When Sticky Fingers used to do that shit, I was like, bro, this shit is fire. It's funny, but it's also like, it had everything. It had penmanship. It had punchlines. It had bars. It had jokes. And 50 Cent was robbing everybody. How to Rob. That's the one. And 50 Cent was
robbing everybody.
And he was hitting what was culturally relevant at the time. He was hitting R&B and hip hop artists because that's when it was like peaking. And it was on a fucking like a tape back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a mixtape, but everybody heard it. You know, this is before streaming, and it just blew up in its own right. So I feel like now the marketing is changing, all that shit, but something to do like from like a top tier, from like a Griselda Boys down to like, you know, the tier of like a Napoleons and all that, something that kind of really their hits, something for the underground, but you could even make it a thing. You could shoot higher and still do it better, still do it very.
I dig it. I like that. I like that. Well, I
feel like you would crush that, like clips from it.
I might play with that. Pause. Pause. No Mitch Bacano. My son just pauses. My son just be like.
That's the youth.
Yo, that nigga just be pausing like, yo, he did this shit 3 times. Yo, I was crying.
Like he was plotting his evil plan or some shit. His villainous plan. It's like, this wasn't supposed to happen yet.
But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. Something like that. I think an artist of like your caliber, your creativity, and your hunger, you can play with something like that. And that's, instead of being, you know, if dudes don't want to work with you, it is what it is. But like, that's still, that's getting on radars. You know, people are going to see that and they're going to be like, oh shit. And if it's done right, you know how those tracks hit. Like, you do something right, a line from it could be some bullshit that some hype beast page could make a whole big thing about. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, like make a TikTok on a little sample of a song, make it a trend.
Yeah. And that's something that I think, like, personally, just, you know, you know me, I'm very big on like watching how the market and everything just moves, and seeing that, I'm like, yo, that to me is worth. It's, you don't have to sell your soul to do it. You don't have to change how you do things to do it. And then that's going to be half the amount of marketing and you know what I'm saying? Marketing an album, you're marketing a clip, a song, but like, it's got something that's, you can pick it apart to the point where it could be marketed for a minute. And that's just, you know, but again, that's just me. I'm putting it in the universe because that's something I would fuck with heavy. I feel like,
that's fire.
I feel like artists don't spar like that no more. They don't have fun no more. You know, everybody's for themselves.
First of all, none of these niggas want it anyway. So like to do it on that, I would be doing it just for the art, because none of these niggas really want to dance with me anyway. That's a fact. Like, they can go in the studio, they could do tours, they could do whatever, they could be friends, foes, allies. Like, it don't matter. Like, they don't really want to spar with me. Like, it's not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? And niggas know that shit. Like, me doing that, I love it, but it would just really be just me doing just doing it for the love of doing it. Yeah. It would be like sparring, because I'm not going to say it ain't no competition, because I feel like it is. It's just I feel like my competition don't know that they're really competition. Like, they feel however they feel. Because with me, I study the 50 handbook. If I ever have rap beef, it's not just gonna be bars. Like, you can't stop me. Like, I'm gonna make the funniest little video clip.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be hilarious. Like, I'm gonna make niggas log out of life. And a lot of these dudes, they just rappers. Like, they don't even really have personality.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Very true.
Like, they just fucking rappers. Like, and that's how I know, like, a lot of them don't really want to dance with me, because they know I'm fucking Alfonso Ribeiro out this motherfucker. Like, word, like, yo, please don't make me get up and moonwalk right now. Like, please.
And that's to me, and that's New York shit to me. Like I'm out here. I wasn't born in New York, but I was raised in New York. Like, I'm comfortable in any situation, in any room. I'm gonna be me. And like I feel like a lot of rappers now, they fit in roles, and that's one of the things that lost the originality for me. Like back in the day, you knew a rapper was where they were from by the way they were. And those dudes who made it to the higher echelon, they're all characters. Like, look at fucking Cameron and Mace. That's my favorite sports show right now. And they're unapologetically Harlem. Like, they are Harlem. They've never not been Harlem.
They're very
wear on their sleeves.
They're extremely, like, you can't listen to them and not think of Harlem. Like, that sound when Harlem, like, really was going crazy. Like, that's the sound. You know what I'm saying? And there's shit like that, like, you know, you hear, like, Jay-Z, you hear him, well, you know, he don't do as much as he used to, but you like, yo, this sounds like Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like Biggie, Brooklyn. You know, it's things like that, that whole personality. You didn't just, back in the day, you couldn't just fake that. And that's the difference. Now you can fake any of the styles going on, right? Like they're doing drill. Drill is from the UK. You got to fake it to do these things. And it's like, bro, that's not you. So what are you outside of that rap persona that you have? And that's the difference. That's why 50 may not write the way he used to write, but he's still 50 and no one's fucking with how funny that's Queen shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think he still writes the way he does. He did. I think Fifth. I think if you get Fifth focused, you get Fifth in there like on some that he feel good, like if it's fun to him. Because Fifth a MC, man. Like people want to say
he's nice with it.
Yeah, it's like I think if he is something that he's excited about, I think he'll go crazy.
Yeah, he don't need to. Like the last time he really rapped was when he did the Kanan tapes, when he was trying to push Power when it first came out, and that tape is super slept on, but he fucking rapped, and it's like, oh shit, he still got it, but that he needed that stars, that motivation.
He was rapping on fucking on the Power theme song.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Crazy on that shit.
And that's because that was he needed to go off on that.
What he said, shoot the ball or strap. He said, fuck it, in the meantime, go ahead and pump a pat. He said this my James Bond flow. What he said, some shit, yo.
He was going crazy. Yeah, he was going crazy.
Even the other shit too. I'm a hustler, baby. The shit for Raising Kanan, the show Raising Kanan, that shit was fun.
He went crazy. When he got that motivation, he goes crazy. And then it's like, then you got to deal with like his persona. Like when we just posted, actually, Reckless just posted a face off of his best beefs. And I think it was your boy posted Floyd, and I immediately thought of that.
Yeah, I couldn't put that on there. Yeah.
Funniest shit ever. When he was telling him to read one sentence in a Harry Potter book. That shit is, you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit, you knew he just off the top of his head. And that's just clean shit. You know what I'm saying? It's funny as fuck.
Yeah, it's the reason I couldn't make down the poll option, because that was a landslide victory. You can't top that.
Landslide victory. But that's, you know, that's that shit. Like Floyd never recovered. Like even newscasters who don't know about beef are like, oh, you know, he's reading challenge. Like it's like,
to this day,
we don't even know if Floyd can't read, but 50 made it such a thing that it went viral. So
it's more entertaining to believe that it is.
And basically, I said that to say, you know, that's the school that I come from. And a lot of people ain't even really built like that. So
he was scared to get roasted.
It's whatever. Well, I like the idea. I think it's dope.
Like I can't see a lot of artists pulling that off. And I feel like either artists, there's like a thin line, you know, artists are either too serious or they're not serious at all. And I feel like you can best of both worlds, that like, because you're not in like I'm taking it myself too serious, you know, that you can't fuck around and then crack a joke or something in there. But you know what I'm saying? And you're not on some like silly shit. So I think that an artist like you pretty much, I don't really got too many other artists I would like to see do that, because it's also to do a track like that, you got to have, you know, the delivery's got to be there. That's why, you know, there's a difference between, you know, fucking, what's his name? Between fucking the yearly recap that, you know, Uncle Murda does versus the other dude who does it. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. You know, you hear the difference. And Mad Skills
is the creator.
Even though he's the creator, you're not delivering it like Uncle Murder. You know, Uncle Murder shit is petty, is fucking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And that kills the clever shit any day. He also has that delivery and cadence that's undeniable. You know, it's you just hear it. You know, it's dope.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But Reckless, you can start with your questions. I had to let that thought.
No, it's all good, brother. Gotta let that out. So I wanted to talk to you about New York real quick. So, you know, it was the original place of hip hop, and you know, there's a 50-year anniversary that just, you know, it's going on this year. I want to know, like, do you think hip hop in general, or at least New York, is in a good place? You know, or should you think it should be like elevated more, or people should do more shit for it?
I mean, I definitely think it's in a good place, but I also think that people should do more shit for it. One thing about us as a city and a state is that we've lost our identity. Like I've heard a lot of people say from other states, they talk about how when they come into New York City and they turn on the radio, it sounds like they're back home wherever they're at. Like whether it be Atlanta or Memphis, it sounds like that. And they're like, damn, I want to turn the radio. I want to hear some New York shit when I get to New York. You know, when you go to California, you hear California shit. You know, like they're into their identity. And I'm a big West Coast fan. I've been a West Coast fan since young. Like the first rap album I ever bought was Ice-T Power. That was the first rap album I ever bought. Like I was putting people on in Brooklyn, and Spice One and CMW and fucking CPO and all of that shit from way back. Yeah, you know, so they got their identity, and they pretty much, I mean, they dib and dab and other shit, but Cali's still Cali, and New York isn't. And I don't know. That's why I try to stay in the sound that I make. I like everything. Like I like soul music. I like West Coast music. I like Southern music. Like Boosie. I love Boosie. I don't care what nobody say.
He can rap.
I love Boosie.
Yeah,
that new shit he got out called Ungrateful is fire. That shit is fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't make that. Like, I love jazz. I don't make jazz. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I make New York boom bap hip hop, and New York should be boom bap. That's our sound. Like, you know, that's our sound. And what they do is they try to diminish it by calling it old school. Yeah,
and that's just like, nah, bro. Like, that's.
Why that gotta be old school? Like
when did it become derogatory to say old school? That sucks, you know. Back in the old school was cool, like, oh, that's old school shit, hell yeah. But now it's because like,
to me, old school.
It's Curtis Blow,
Sucker MC.
Like,
what are we talking about? And even Sucker MCs is fire. Like, I'll rap on that. I'll rap on that right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is fire. Like, what are you talking about?
That identity shit is to me, it's crazy too. Cause like growing up, hip hop to me was always like, you know, watching different TV shows. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you watch fucking Sons of Anarchy. It's like, I don't know shit about no biking and all that shit, Irishman, all that stuff. But this is dope to watch. But when I think of New York shit, it's like I know Corners and Stoop Kids and Stick Up Kid. I know that shit. Like, I know what that looks and feels like. So I need the music to give me that. And then when I listen to like a Kendrick, you know, I don't know that whole where your grandma stayed, them big bikes, you know, all that shit. I don't know that, but I want it to feel like I want it to feel like Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? And it's like different shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing to me. Back New York, we always had the most, I guess, way of hating on things, even though we accepted it. Because it was like, oh, we don't do that South shit. You know, remember back in the day, we don't do the Southern shit. They stick together. They all sound the same. They boost each other up. And we kind of hated on it because we was out here fighting, you know, borough versus borough, because every borough sounded different. You know, Bronx rappers did not sound like Brooklyn rappers. Harlem rappers did not sound like Bronx. You know, everybody sounded different. And the South to us was just like, oh, this is the South, and that's pop, and it's starting to come out here now. Everything is trap, like everything is, you know, and it's like everything's drill. Drill is, you know, I say it all the time. Drill is UK, like trap is the mud. We're not from the mud. We from the concrete. You know what I'm saying? That's not us. And I feel like that those were our genre, like our subgenres. Those sounds were our subgenres. Those were, you know what I'm saying? Those are the things that kept hip hop original when it came from just even, you know, different hoods. And now if it all sounds like one thing, it doesn't even matter anymore.
Right.
You don't need to know where that person's from.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You know, and then that's they could be from a lab, bro. Like they could be from a fucking, you know, from a record label. They not even from here. Dudes like, you know, 21 Savage. They say they from the UK and all this other shit. We don't know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that takes you out of the music because there's no experience behind it. So now some little white kid, just because he rented a few guns, could blow up. And he, you know, he from fucking the suburbs, bro. We used to make fun of this stuff.
Too. It's happened too.
Yeah, a bunch of times. I can name a couple.
Slim Jesus. Fucking,
yeah, he went crazy. That shit was played everywhere.
Facts.
Yeah,
and it's just like what, like, but you know, that's the sound, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you think the pinpoint, the main time where New York lost its identity or lost its like grip on the game? You think it was like when 50 Cent came on? Was Fun Flex right about that, or what do you think?
I think when our top artists started changing, that's when it changes, because what happens is it's trickle down.
Yeah,
everybody else will start following suit, and like Dipset had it, G-Unit had it, Rockefeller had it, and during that time, all of those, all the like. Rockefeller started beefing with each other, so then they fell apart, right? Yeah. Nas was going at Jay. I think during that time, because at any point when in a war, when you start to see the leaders or whatever weak or going through certain times, that's when you attack. Yeah. You know, so I could see that being the time when that shit happened, because even 50 was coming out, but 50 was beefing with like Ja Rule and then Fat Joe and then Jada and then The Locks and you name it, he was beefing with them. Yeah. But that was part of his brand. That was what made us even love him in the first place. Yeah. Yeah.
That was the main like argument Flex had, where it's like 50 Cent basically destroyed the foundation of hip hop's mantle of like all the main artists, because he beefed with all of them and he was like bigger than all of them. So then people didn't really want to gravitate towards them, you know, especially like out here in the Bay, we were all about G-Unit when they came out. We weren't attached to your, you know, Loxes or people like you.
I can't trust Flex though. Because Flex, he talk it, but he promote that bullshit.
But think about it though. Think about it. Just kind of to get back to Fifth real quick. Yeah. If Fifth was to, like, tomorrow be like, yo, I'm about to make some music, it's going to be straight positive, all that. Would you want to hear that shit? Like, you don't want to hear that shit. You want to hear him being ignorant.
Yep. Like, you want to hear him be a bully.
Yeah. So he has to maintain that.
Yeah. Like, I don't think that was, for me, I don't feel like that was the transition. For me, I feel like when our New York rappers kind of hit their peaks, and yes, like Nas and Jay beefing, whatever, I feel like when that died down and they started reaching for other sounds crept in. Like when Jay-Z was like, oh, fuck it, I'm about to work with Linkin Park. Then it's like, okay, that's where New York's going. And then you got like dudes like Rick Ross and Meek Mill who changed arguably that era of sound of music with those mixtapes. Once that era of music came in, like that it was kind of like a rebirth of like the anthem era, but it had so many Southern influences. And I feel like that, because like Meek Mill, when he came out, he didn't sound too much like a Philly, artist, like the Philly artist we knew. So I feel like his sound was that whole like Rick Ross mixtape sound was very Southern influenced. And that kind of opened up out here to those sounds, and that's where like the Young Thugs and Rich Homie Quans kind of snuck in and changed the sound from there, because we didn't have leaders at that point.
You're right, but that was the twisting of the cap on it.
Yeah, that was after our leaders were gone.
After
Because like Jay-Z didn't fight back with Nas. Nas disappeared and he started doing other shit, even though some of his other shit was dope, but they weren't they didn't hold on to what they were supposed to hold on to as far as that. They started going, I mean, I get it. It's business. You want to start stretching, reaching your hand out, but it let all those other, groups come in, and like Kanye started working with Southern art. You know what I'm saying? Like he started mixing it up, and then the sounds, once the radio started to be like, oh, this New York shit isn't on top anymore because the torch holders aren't putting it out. We need to put out something.
And then
that's when
the torch holders, when they do come back out, they're doing the South sound.
Yeah, and that's what throws you off. That's why like Nas had to put out 3 fucking Hit Boy albums for people to really be like, okay, we can accept this. Because the first one, we were like, this is weird. The second one, it's like, all right, I guess this is what Nas is doing. And the third one, it's like, this is dope, but when are you going to work with New York? You know what I'm saying?
Like, when we going to get that Primo album?
When we going to get that Primo project? Yeah, like, when
I'm willing to bet money. Mark my words when I tell you this. Right? Jay-Z is working on a whole Primo album.
I can believe it, because if Dre's working with Snoop again on some Death Row sounds,
but it's because Nas keeps announcing that he's doing a Primo album, so we know,
Jay always follows back,
and they're gonna drop on the same weekend.
I almost can guarantee. Jay-Z probably has like 4 songs with premiere right now.
But what's crazy too is I feel like Jay-Z's got a very, and I always hate on Jay-Z. That's what I'm known for. But like Jay-Z's sound he's so polished that I feel like a him Primo album would be easy. Because
think of their records. Million-1 Questions. So Ghetto.
Easy.
You can have a trilogy. You have a trilogy like Nas to compete with trilogies.
I know front, but Nas and Primo got joints.
It's just whatever we get, like the last Nas and Primo's track we got wasn't that dope, and it's like, come on,
Biggie and Primo, they was crazy.
Cooking. Yep.
Nigga, kicking the door.
Yep.
10 Crack Commandments.
Yep. And those are like untouchables. Those are untouchables. You know what I'm saying?
On top of Biggie being dope on anything already.
Yeah. Untouchables.
God. Like, this shit is crazy.
Untouchables.
But Jay-Z got Bring It On. Friend or Foe. Both the Friend or Foes. Yo, he got so much crazy shit with Preem.
Jay would go crazy on a Primo.
Yeah, they should be crazy. They should be real stupid. I bet you money that's happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Time will tell soon.
So he's doing it so he can one up Nas in one shot. Cause Nas putting all these Hit Boy albums out. Whole Good put out one Primo album,
and it's gonna shake shit up.
And then sit another 10 years.
Yep. Because right now everybody's like everybody's back on Nas's side right now, and it's like that's you know how Jay is. That's what you want. You want the king to be lifted up in the air, because then that's when you get the clearest shot.
Strike the shepherd.
Strike the shepherd.
Hey, exactly. Bringing it back.
So I like that segue into the New York sounds, because I personally feel like there are some New York artists that I think they bring me back to those eras, and they're fucking dope as far as just cadences, flows, delivery, voices. And you actually had one of my favorite artists featured on this, but this is the track that Euphonic wasn't the biggest fan of your flow on the track, but he ranked it high because the two features he thought really took it home. And this was the Lifestyles track with
Life is
Words.
Good.
Life is Good with Wordsworth and Skyzoo. So Skyzoo, he got one of the dopest voices in hip hop, just naturally. He don't even have to say nothing, and it's like he sound dope. He got the slick talk. He sounds like he is keeping where he's from alive, and that's why I fuck with him. But he's also super dope. He's one of the defenders of hip hop for me. He's not an avenger, but he's a defender. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the track. So we spoke on that. Me and Euphonic talked about it, and he didn't like the flow, but it was in contrast to the other two dudes on there. So to him, he was like, man, the way they cooked, he just thought that contrast, he was like, you went first and then they fucking went crazy after. And he was like, your flow is a little more, you gotta like pick it apart. And it was very like, you know, a little more mathy. And he felt like your regular just easy flow would have taken that shit home. So that's the one. I was on the fence with what he was saying. I love the track, but I get where he's coming from because that was you switching up the flow. It's a different flow for that track, you know?
Yeah. It's wild, like, yo, shout to Euphonic, you know. It's wild because I don't know. I said crash out. I said you fly, I drag you through the plane, crash out, hit a few mountains, pow. Through the bag, bada bing, too hot. Nah, there ain't no cooler game. Maybe labels will do the thing, maybe not. I ain't tripping. You talking to a king. Ludacris moving this bitch out the way with the foolishness. Through the pain, I stand tall over your crew of lames. They say it like.
Yeah, I thought you was fucking cooking.
You know what's crazy? It like everybody, like you could make a steak dinner. Right? and so that shit could be fire, but just for that day, they taste buds just wasn't feeling it.
They probably smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
They can't taste shit.
They can't taste shit.
And I get it though.
What you gonna do? You know, I know for a fact I shit it. You know. And the two brothers on there told me I shit it. Yeah. So you know.
And I respect that. Yeah,
and I respect Euphonic shit. Like, come on, like it's all good. Love is love. Like, you know.
I mean, to me, that track, I thought everybody came with it, but I do. Yeah. It's also like, you know, those are two fucking MCs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, that track is just like more so a treat. You're gonna get all sorts of techniques. You're gonna get all sorts of real
and that was the point. Shit. That was the point. Me and JR was saying is that. It's three Brooklyn MCs.
Yeah,
are doing it from three different perspectives.
Yep.
Life is good. You know what I'm saying? So that's the perspective of the record. I guess it went over Euphonic's head, but I mean, it happens. You know, life is good. You know?
Yeah, nah, I get that though. Hey, but that's how it is sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Some people can see the vision, some people miss it, some people it just don't hit them the way. That's just music.
Yeah, it's all great.
Yeah,
I still don't understand why Drake was sitting up on top of the building. Like,
yeah, nobody.
With his legs dangling.
He just wanted to spend money to get up there. That's probably all it was. Using technology, some shit.
Yeah, he ain't going out there for real. He ain't gonna dangle his feet for real.
Yeah. Speaking of New York MCs, though, I think of the words, and Skyzoo type tier. I do like the thought of he's probably like New York rappers right now, definitely up there for me in like my top 5 right now. I'd like to see a Marlon Craft track. Because I think Marlon Craft has been on fucking fire. And I think for me, as far as New York shit, he stayed talking about it. He's like, bro, this isn't the New York sound. And he's Daredevil in the hip hop game. He's the devil of Hell's Kitchen. He be talking about like the old school shit. He always talk about how like regardless of how much he rap, he's still a guest to this sport. Like he's very, very aware of where he's at in the game, and he be saying some cold shit And I feel like you two, woo.
All right.
That's a boxing match right there.
Yo,
that's
shout out to Marlon.
See that shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's some shit that I need to hear because like that's Brooklyn shit and that's Hell's Kitchen shit. Like it couldn't get clearer, you know, to show where they're from. Because
that was hard.
I would fucking go.
Good shit.
Yeah, John's putting everything out in the universe today.
Because hey, I know how I am. You know, when I listen to music, I think of like, you know, when you're a little kid with toys and you like, yo, fuck it, Superman about to go against Stone Cold, and this is dope, you know. Yeah. So in my head, I'm listening to shit. Yeah. Exactly. So when I hear MCs and I'm just like, bro, this dude, his voice, his cadence with this dude on the track, I still tell people, I definitely put that Ransom Rome Street shit into the universe. I tweeted that shit like a year before it came out. That shit. And I kept talking about it and they put it out. And, you know, I went to the listening party and everything. And I was like, bro, this sounds exactly like what I knew it was going to sound like. And
it's funny you say that. 'Cause like I was telling you before, like a lot of people, especially into the Brooklyn sound, they have been saying that they have wanted me and Rusty Jukes to do a project, and we are. And like we're working on a project, and it's funny because the other night I had a show in Brooklyn, opening for Rod Digger and Rusty too. Rusty was.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
We saw you posted about it.
And you know, we flicked it up. We took a picture. I threw it up on Facebook. And I was like, yeah, our album coming soon. And somebody really said, they said, yo, I've been praying for this.
Yo, prayers answered.
They put it out there. They put it out there.
Okay. Yeah. Manifested it.
You got to.
That's a fact.
You got to. And that's the thing that I feel like is missing a lot. Like, I feel like the mainstream just like mashes like Billboard artists together and there's no like passion, no fun behind it. Like, I don't want to hear fucking Kendrick and Katy Perry shit, but like, you know, I want like real artists to rap together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear some
chemistry.
Yeah. And it's like, I want to hear like some real shit. Like there are certain artists, as far as I'm concerned, I think every New York artist needs to work with Static Selector. I think he is just,
he makes anybody sound amazing.
He makes everyone sound a million times better than they should be. But like, I feel like that when it comes to producers too, there are so many artists that need to, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel it. I'm like, bro, they need to do something together because it's just you're not doing your fans and your sound a service by, you know what I'm saying? You're doing a disservice by not trying this shit out with this other, fucking producer and shit like that. And I feel like artists don't do shit like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that sucks. Back in the day, like when was the last time we had a fucking 4 3 2 1? Like, remember that track with fucking Cannabis and L had a fucking beef on the track. Like, that's incredible. That's hip hop history. We never gonna get that again.
OG legend and a newbie shit.
Yeah, and that shit turned into one of my favorite beefs. Like fucking Cannabis had Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson on the track.
It's a different time, man. Like don't nobody.
It's not even that long ago though. It sucks.
They don't want to smoke like that.
Yeah, and it's just like, yo, there's so many. Like back in the day, I used to always just be like, yo, I'm trying to hear Redman with everybody, and it never let me down. And it's like nowadays, I feel like people just like, oh, this person's famous, they have to do it.
Yeah, they go by cloud, they go by, we'll make more money, we'll drive more buzz.
Yeah, and that's boring, bro.
Sell? Yeah, no.
Yeah, I want the artists to fucking try to kill each other on the track. I want them to fucking I want to feel like they're trying to steal each other's fan bases. That's how fucking good they rap. And I feel like now that shit, all the rapping for fun motherfuckers ruin what was a fucking sport back in the day. They turned it into they turned it into some
shout to the chat. Shout to the
people. What's good, Collective? Hell yeah, there you go. Bad C. Super fucking underrated.
That's a major right there.
I agree.
Facts.
But you know what's funny? Like I've been getting I ain't gonna front, man. I've been getting the flowers. I've been getting them, and I can't really say people sleeping on me like that no more. I can't really say that. I mean,
that's good. Yeah.
I guess as you get higher, there's people that might not know that need to hear of you that might not have heard your shit. But as far as the people who hear it, like, I don't think the people who hear it are sleeping. Like, I don't think it's that.
They just gotta hear it. People just gotta hear it. Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, I did like an audit. Like, I sat back and just counted. And in 5 years, I did 15 projects, bro. In 5 years, 15 projects. You know,
all quality.
Yeah. So it's like, and now we not even stopping. I got another one with Knots coming.
Man. He's one of those producers that I feel like a lot of artists need to.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. Like, me and Knots' history is deep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like my first record ever that blew was with Knots. You know, I went like we got a gold plaque together being on Flex's album. Like, you know what I'm saying, with the record. You know, that's how I got my record deal with Warner Brothers. Like, well, our shit is deep, so people know as soon as we link up, it's gonna be crazy. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We doing something. Me and my sis Murder Megs, we got something coming. And of course, me and Rusty and me and Snow Goons.
Oh, I rock with Snow Goons too. I worked with them dudes up in Canada too. They good dudes, but also super underrated. And it's like, how? You know what I'm saying? They're underrated and they've worked with legends. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense.
It's crazy how that works, though. You know, you can make a song with a huge legend, but you won't get that recognition still.
It just doesn't make sense. And it's like, you got dudes like them that have been working for how long, and then like you got a producer who, I worked with a famous rapper, and they talk like even Hit Boy, like, I'm the greatest producer out, I'm the most influential, and it's like, well, your resume still, it's not even nearly as deep as some of these underground dudes who have never missed.
Knots
has never missed his production. I know it's his.
Yeah, and yo, let me tell you, I heard early Knots. Like, I heard Knots shit that never came out. Like, I was fucking with Knots since 2000. I went down there. I was one of the first. Me and DV Alias Christ, like, we was like the first, like, and Busta, we was the first fucking with him early in his career. Like, I remember going to VA, and it was that machine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He'd give me I sat in the room, he gave me the fucking remote control and left the room. Yo, you listen to 100 beats, you like 100 beats.
Yep.
And let me tell you something.
And that's rare.
And let me tell you something. Like, the only other producer that ever happened with me was Megahertz, the one who did Best of both. Yo,
people don't know about. I always bring up that fucking R. Kelly Jay-Z shit. People don't know about that.
I actually know about that. I had the CD still.
It was dope. It was slept on.
That album was fire.
It was so fire.
Oh
bro.
My god!
Once that shit came out, they hella put under the rug though because of that shit. You know,
happened. Yo, that shit was stupid, yo. But I heard like, even to this day, old Knots. There's niggas that's not even fucking with old Knots. Like, I heard shit that would make you fucking punch a hole in your mother's face, bro. Like, that fire, like, you just like, yo, come here, mom, bang, like, right on mouth. Because the shit is just crazy, bro. Like, that boy crazy, and he makes a lot of beats.
And his shit is serious.
That boy is crazy.
Yeah, there's always like, every year I always hear something on like a project from an artist that I haven't, fully heard of or some shit. And I'm like, bro, this beat is fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. The Collective said. when Bad Seed does the dance during the video for Skinny Biggie is super fire.
Hey.
Diddy Bob King.
Diddy Bob King. Fact.
Diddy Bob King, man. That's another thing. Like, niggas be acting like they too hard or like, yo, let me tell you something. Like, listen. These rap niggas, man, like, the difference between me and these rapper niggas is that these niggas is rapper niggas.
Yep.
You know, like, I come from the era where I came home from school and I turned on Video Music Box. I turned on Rap City and Young TV Raps. And I was seeing niggas, like you said, like they had character with them. And it wasn't like a fake character. Like they was pushing who they really was. They was talented. You could tell that they had something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even got a rap. Like, they don't even got spit 16. But you can already tell by how they talking, like, yo, you know, they talking that talk. I'm going to check them out. Let me check them out. Yeah. Now, these niggas ain't even interested. Like, these niggas ain't even interested, bro. Like, they'll sit up there. They're either on one side of the spectrum or on the other. Like, there's never one in the middle, like, just intelligent, can hold the conversation, know what they talk about, articulate, and can describe their music or whatever. All of that in one. You don't really get that. It's rare. Like you'll get, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, check out my Spotify. That bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
The used car salesman rapper type vibe.
We outside, John. Hey, yo, John. We outside, John. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what these niggas be on. And I mean, it's cool. It's all right. But
it's fact. It's different. People don't like confidence. It's fact.
It's cool. It's cool. It's all right. But like I said, that's what is the difference. And I ain't gonna front. I get hated on a lot for that. And I know what it is. I know what it is. A lot of these rap niggas, yo, stop it, bro. Stop hating. I'm touched by God. Like, it's nothing you can do. Like, like I'm God's child. Yo, on the album, Something Greater Than Myself, I'm talking about it. Like, people take it as being cocky. People take it as arrogance. People take it as, no, I look at it as my confidence mirrors your insecurities. Why does it have to be that I have to be cocky and arrogant? Why it can't be, yo, I know I'm talented and I know that I got something that y'all niggas gonna like. And I know that it's good. Matter of fact, not gonna like that, you gonna love and you gonna feel. You gonna feel like I'm your homeboy from next door. You gonna feel that. You gonna feel like, yo, ooh, like Eddie make dope music. You gonna feel that. You know what I'm saying? And more music coming soon. I ain't stopping, bro. R.I.P. PH, when PH passed away. Yeah. When he passed away, I kissed him on his cheek in the coffin and I told him, I said, yo, B, I'm not gonna stop. No. And 15 projects in 5 years. Stop playing, man. I'm gonna take a little break right now and we're gonna work on the 6-man album. That's gonna be crazy. I got Chuck Brown. Yeah, we picked up Chuck Brown. Oh, Chuck Brown. Yeah, okay. Chuck Brown. Nah, he with us. We got
Chuck be rapping, bro. He rap a lot.
Yo, check it. We got Mo Ruckus from Grime Wave is with us. You know what I'm saying? We got Honey De Niro, of course. We got
I've been put on to Honey De Niro. She rap.
Blitzkrieg from Sixes.
Oh yeah.
Sixes, he with us. We got Nam Nitty, Monopoly Family. Nam Nitty is with us. You know, so we about to put together the project. It's gonna be real crazy. Real crazy.
Oh, salute to everybody.
Yeah,
salute man. Chuck, man, I remember when I first saw him rap, I'm like, bro, he sound like he 300 pounds rapping some old school, rapping shit that I love. And I'm like, bro, this is just a dude, in sandals. Little dude in sandals in LA. I'm like, yo. He's the truth, bro. He's the fucking
Chuck Brown. Chuck Brown's fire. Y'all gonna see. Wait till you see what we do with him.
I want to see everybody. Right. I want to see how everyone comes with it.
I'm about to hit niggas because you know I'm a stickler for production, like beats.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
and you be picking them.
you already know like what you're gonna get when you know. So that's the whole point. Like I'm trying to get these artists because 6 Man originally I was focusing on just building the producer roster. Like I wanted it to be like Puffy had the Hitman. Like I wanted to just build producers at first and then bring in artists. You know, because I got Freak Show, CJ Dub.
I mean, that's a good way to do it. When you have dope producers, everybody's job is easy.
Yeah, bro.
You just got to come and rap, you know?
Yo, look at something greater than myself, bro. Like that album and Four Finger Ring. Look at them albums. Yo, them albums was no big name producers. The biggest names were Snow Goons and
them beats was going.
Hey, sometimes you find the best producer when they don't have a fame or nothing attached to them. They're just fucking dope. They're stuck to their craft. So they make
I'm trying to tell you, yo, listen. I make it a habit to go on IG and just search for producers, up and coming producers. Like I see people live, I'll jump in their live and start watching. Sometimes people will see me and get nervous and be like, oh shit, see, what up? I'll be like, nah, do your thing, bro. This shit fire. Like, this shit fire. Yeah. So, you know, I be looking for producers. I look for producers, yo. I love production. Love it.
The Instagram producers are a whole different breed too, because like they especially them coming into the way the business is now and the way you get your production out there. So it's like I got this platform where I could just fucking post my beats like crazy, not even my best ones. And then, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's just, everything's out there. The resumes are front and center. There's no, you gotta look this up. Yeah, you just scroll through a page and you're like, oh shit, this dude's the fucking truth.
Facts.
You know, ever since that, y'all remember that shit when I think Meek Mill bought it. That dude was in his car, he cooked up that real crazy, like old school Kanye beat. Yeah. That shit changed the game for producers. Cause then they was like, word, it's like that, it's that easy. The business changed, bro. That's when BeatStars and all them shits took a hit. But it's like, yo, they hungry, you know, and that's the same thing with rappers. Like, there's like this tier, you know, it's like in limbo. It's right in the middle of these producers and these dope MCs who still got that passion for it, that nobody, like, people are just not, like, they're being blocked by money, you know what I'm saying, by money walls and marketing walls. It's fucking crazy.
They don't even get to hear them. They don't even get to experience to even make the decision if they like them or not.
Yeah.
The chance, like, it's almost robbery. Like as fans, like, you're being robbed. Like, not even myself. Like, there's so many artists out there.
Yeah, like, why we gotta wait for the summertime to listen to like the same 5 fucking top Billboard artists who paid their way up there? Why we gotta wait for them to drop to hopefully get something good? There's good fucking music everywhere.
all year round. There's something dropping that's done, but you don't even know.
Bro, real shit. Like, even today, and this is a real fact. This happened today, this morning. I was like, yo, I always look at I got a list of rappers that I just heavily fuck with. So I'm like, let me check their catalog, see if I missed anything. And obviously, we've been talking about him since this page start. I'm like, let me look at Napoleon the Legend. This motherfucker dropped like 6 albums. I'm like, bro, I thought we reviewed the last one. It's like 6.
Nope.
And I'm like, God damn.
Shout out to
the truth. The truth.
Yeah. You gonna work with him soon? You gonna work with him soon?
You're gonna work with him again?
We haven't spoke about doing anything recent, but
I feel like you guys could do a dope theme thing because he's real. He got real busy.
We got records.
Yeah,
we got records, and the records.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fire. You know? Yeah. I feel like y'all could do one of them because like y'all come from the same era, and I feel like y'all got like he always doing like the Fist of the North Star, like you know that old school shit. I feel like y'all both could find something where y'all like, yo,
I like Napoleon. I like
nice 10 tracks, you know.
I like Napoleon a lot, and I think our voices sound good together. I think.
Yeah, it's another thing. Even if it's just a small EP or something, you know, we gotta hear sound together.
Yeah. Nah, I mean that's that y'all are like the higher of that tier that I talk about all the time. You guys are like the fucking top of that tier, and yeah, I'd put you two up against anybody in the rap game. Period. Like that's all tiers. I'd put y'all two. No questions asked. I wouldn't even fucking blink. I'd be like, these two. They cook the shit out of it.
I'ma holler at him. Y'all hear it here first. I'ma holler at him about doing a project. Like,
yo,
that's what type of time I'm on, bro. I'm
manifest.
Yo, Napoleon, I'ma holler at you. We gonna get this and we gonna get the. Yo, you know what? We might have talked about that before a couple years ago. Maybe.
I've definitely mentioned it.
I'm saying me and him. I'm saying me and him. Like me and him had probably. I think we did. Like I don't see why we wouldn't have. It just probably just didn't happen.
I feel like y'all could do some real fucking shit that'll appeal to the 80s, 90s, baby. Something classic with like a dope theme. I feel like y'all would go crazy.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know too, man. Team Demo's album is coming soon. They got an album called It's a Demo. Yo, I got a record on there with Razzcast and Planet Asia. It is cool.
Razzcast and Planet have been, honestly, I feel like it's disrespectful to say they've been consistent because they've changed up so much and just done so much. And it's always like whenever Planet or drop, I'm like, I gotta hear it. You know, I gotta see what they do.
Any feature, any track, any project, it's gotta hear.
You gotta hear it because you know you're gonna get something.
Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this.
I'm here for it.
Wait till you hear this.
I'm here for it.
It's me, Razzcast, and Planet Asia. Wait till you hear this.
I'm here for
it. I'm sold right now. I'm sold. You gotta hear that.
I'm here for it.
Yo, I cannot wait till they put this out. Yo, Jay from Team Demo will tell you, yo, I'm always like, yo, what's up with Hallelujah? That's the name of the song, Hallelujah. Yo, what's up with Hallelujah? We not putting it out. Yo, word, Hallelujah.
I'm here for
it. Hallelujah. Like, I'm telling you.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So name me the top 5 Brooklyn artists that people should look out for that are dope.
Oh yeah. Yeah, put us on.
Oh, wow. definitely Jukes Diamonds. Definitely Innocent. Stuck B. That's Sean Price's brother. Honey Dinero, of course. But you mean people y'all don't know of?
Yeah, I don't know. That way we can put it on.
Okay. Check them out. So I gotta get y'all 2 more. Who else? I don't know if Son is from Brooklyn or not.
Hey, we'll take another artist. Shit.
I met a dude the other day at the show. I just posted his picture and told everybody to go follow him. I was very impressed. His name is So Soon. SOSOON. So Soon.
That's a clean name. I'll take it.
Yo, he's fire, yo.
Okay.
And let me think. One more. Yo, you know, I saw a video by this artist. I've seen his name around, but I never really heard his shit. This nigga named F.U. EFFYOU. EFFYOU. Yo, he got this song, yo, and they sampled some salsa merengue shit and threw some hard, like, Diddy body shit under. Yo, this shit is fire, yo.
Okay.
I hit him up. I was like, yo, son, your shit is fire. Yo, that's who I am, too. Niggas that tell you, as cocky as I am with my shit, bro, I hit niggas up and tell you, yo,
you hear fire.
That's real. That's real shit.
Yo, when people drop albums, I call people. I don't text them. I don't make posts. I'll call you. Congratulations on your album drop. Yeah. Yo, how you feeling? How I feel? Word. Yeah. Yo, this shit is fire, though.
We need more of that in hip hop. People don't do that.
Yo, that's what I do. Yo, at the shows, just at the show that just passed, bro, I'm front row and center like this watching you perform.
Yeah, that's how it should be. That hide in the background, wait till your time station is bullshit, bro. These young cats don't understand, bro. You're not gonna build a community on some selfish bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
It's like you gotta wake the fuck up. Like,
word.
It's crazy, bro. Like, that's one thing too. Like when I used to perform, like I'm blessed with, like, I grew up in punk bands and shit like that. So I learned how to control chaotic crowds. So I was like a hip hop crowd, easy. But it's like, bro, I got to get everybody fucking involved. And if you don't know how to do that, you just up there wasting time, bro. Like no one's committing to you after that. And it's like, you got to really learn. And that's I mean, you know, if you're a fucking student in this game, like that's part of it, bro. Like you're the master of ceremonies, bro. Like you have to get up there and fucking control the room. You know, that's why people who battle rap is big on controlling the room. For me, that's the best place to learn room control,
learn showmanship,
and showmanship. Yeah, shit like that. It's like,
I love battle rap.
Same, bro. That shit is that's hip hop's gladiator sport. They don't get purer than that. That shit is hip hop's gladiator sport, and it's always gonna be fucking fun. And it does what it has to do.
Right.
it's in its perfect place, and it's like Smack and them took it to a level, and like KOTD took it to a level where it's like it's not mainstream. It's you get pay-per-views, you get their app, and it's this community, and it's fucking sacred. And
that should be really, because mainstream will think that shit hella whack.
Yeah,
so love it.
Oh, speaking of that, would you ever do a battle at like just for the fuck of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fire.
And then when you eye on. And what you think you take?
But I've been talking about getting it because PH, you know, PH.
Yeah, he was on Grind Time.
He was heavy into it, and he used to always want me to do it, and I'd be like, nah, you know, because I want to fight. Like you're not.
Yo, that's what's scary about now. They do research. Right. Motherfuckers will research your life.
Right, but here's the thing, like. As I've watched it and watched the culture grow, I got such a respect for the culture. I love it. Yeah. You know, and I'm very close friends with like Cortez and Poison Pen and
Poison Pen,
Excel. That's my little
fire.
Bro. He was an original 6-man artist. Now,
I didn't know that.
Now let me tell you, he just came to me one day and was like, "Big bro, I want to get into battle rap." I was like, "Word," and I introduced him to Pen and No Mercy and
the first time I seen him was on when Poison Pen used to throw cards.
See, he just battled tonight. They just had the Max Out card tonight. Yeah. You know, he battled on that. So, you know, they're gonna prep me to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's the right way to do it.
Yeah, they're gonna prep me because I got respect for it, bro. I make records.
You can't just you jump into it and not learn because it's its own art form.
Right. You know, I've watched it. I've seen how they perform, how they do their thing or whatever, how they do the deliveries and, you know, the instinct on knowing where to stop and go.
That, if you did that, I'm there. Like, I'm big. I used to go to all the events. I'm there. I feel like if you go into battling, you need to come out the gate shooting at another. Just ask for Reed dollars.
But see, the thing is I would have to start. Yeah. They would start me in the proving grounds and all that shit. Like I would have to go through all that. But I don't mind. Like I want to do it. Like if I do it, that's how I would want to do it. I wanna, you know, earn my way up. If I'm trash, I'm trash. You know what I'm saying? It might not be for me, but I told him I would do it. I told PH I would do it. Yeah. So even if I just do one battle and that's
just to see,
you know, I do want to do it before it's all said and done, bro. Like,
I support that 1,000,000%. I'm trying to see that.
Definitely. Like that's definitely
big fan of that.
Yeah, but but just I want to shout everybody who supported the project out because shout to J.R. Swift. He was supposed to pop in. I don't know what happened.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
But you know, J.R. Swift is a very talented producer. I want to get that out.
Just scroll through his Instagram and you're like, oh shit.
But if y'all don't know, check out his catalog. Like he did a whole album for Elsa. He do shit for Griselda, like all over the place. Like you would be surprised at the records that you probably like that he did for Griselda. Like it's crazy. Nice. And it's always a pleasure working with producers that get it. Like he challenged me. You know, he was sending me shit. He sent me certain shit, and I was like, and he was like, "Yo, well, I'm trying to," because I ain't gonna front. At first, I wanted the slower Griselda type of a sound just to make it dark and murky, because it was called Breakfast with Putin at first. You
fire.
know, and he was like,
"That's fire, that's fire."
He was like, "Yo, nah, but I'm gonna he was like, I know that you are MC that could do things that Benny and them can't do. Like you could hit certain pockets and shit that they can't. So I'm gonna challenge you. So he sent them and this was the result. I think the project is really dope.
Super dope.
Yeah, I think it's really dope. It's one of the ones. Apollo vs. Rocco is my favorite song on there. It just does something to me. Like it just does that and like Cushion the Kremlin and like Def Leppard and Massa Making Rounds and Super Lane, fucking A Double Go, fucking Breakfast with Putin, fucking like the whole shit. Life is good, like that. Life is my shit too, bro.
Yeah, yo, honestly, this shit is super dope. I mean, you know, for everybody that follows us, they know we're not gonna be like, yo, you know, we're not gonna lie about it. This shit is dope.
No, we'll be honest as fuck.
Check that shit out on all streaming. Like, this shit is dope. Strike the Shepherd. It's got it's food, it's medicine, and it's just got that gritty shit that you want to go to your white collar job to. You know, you want to drive to work with your suit and tie on and bump this fucking type of shit. You know, so not mad at it.
And it's more in the way. We just I'm just gonna focus on this 6-man album right now. Murder Megs and Honey De Niro got an album out right now. It's called HDXMM.
I just saw that pop up on my emails.
And Nam Nitty got an album out called Crack Baby 2. We put that out. I got a song on there with him called Primo. Y'all want to check that out. And we here, man.
Hey, for sure. All right, man. Yo, as always, this is always super fucking dope. We always have it's just a real hip hop conversation whenever we have it on. So we truly appreciate it, man. I truly appreciate it.
Thanks for coming through, bro.
Yo,
all the time, man. Listen, my bad, I couldn't get up before. Yo, you know, I be on the play. Master making rounds while we thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that, man. Hey, that's life, bro. Trying to make ends meet. Where's off? We need that 40 acres, man. Shit.
They can keep the mule. Just give
keep
us
the mule. Fuck the mule. Get the mix.
Give me 40 acres. Shit, at this point, I'll take 20. I'll take fucking 1 acre, bro.
Bro, I'm about to say,
I'll take the mule. Yeah, if you don't want the mule, I'll take them, though. I'll take the mule.
We call it even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll take a easy 5 acres and we straight, bro. But yo, again, we truly appreciate you, everybody. Check them out. The Bad Seed, man, all streaming. Nicolas Cage, you know, just look him up. The Bad Seed, Instagram, and all that, man.
Links in the description below.
Yo, facts. John D. Reckless, we all signing off, man. We appreciate y'all following us, man. We out. Peace out, people.